to this morning practice yoga flow. For those who don't know me yet, my name is Lillian and I'm super happy that you decided to join me on the mat this morning. I would say let's get started straight away. Try to find a comfortable seat where you can feel your seating bones on the ground, where you can lengthen your spine. You're always welcome to also sit on a block if you like, or to kneel down. Just try to really find a position where you can lengthen your spine, you can relax your shoulders down, you can release your hands over your thighs, and then gently close your eyes here for a few breaths. And just start to take a couple of deep inhales through the nose and deep exhales through the nose. Really feeling how with every breath that you take, you can start to let go of any thoughts from last night or this morning. You start to arrive in the present moment here with yourself on this mat. And you start to tune in a little bit, start to observe what's happening in your body this morning, what's happening for you right now. There's no judgment in yoga, there's only observation and acceptance. Always practicing awareness, allowing the things to be as they are, not forcing anything, just observing. And following this philosophy of acceptance and of observation, try to really use this space now, this time for yourself this morning, to practice exactly these principles with yourself. Try to not push yourself too hard, try to not let yourself down, try to really find your way of practicing yoga. So I'm always going to give different variations, different hints at what you could do, what you can do. And really try to listen to yourself, listen to what your body needs this morning, because you know your body best, and then make the flow yours. And this morning's flow is all about activating our life energy, activating ourselves for the day. So we're going to do a lot of dynamic movements. We're going to reawaken the body from last night, stretch the body, prepare it for the day, and awaken the energy within ourselves so that we can go into the day well prepared and awake. Just take a few more deep breaths here and slowly start to lengthen your spine even a little bit more. On your next inhale, slowly reach both arms up towards the sky. And exhale, taking both hands down in front of the heart. Do this a few more times. Deep inhale, we reach up. And exhale, we release the hands down. One more time. Deep inhale, reaching up. And exhaling, releasing the hands down in front of our heart. Slowly releasing the right hand down towards the mat. Left hand reaches up and over the head. And we're going to start to stretch our left side of the body, or left side of the rib cage. We're going to try to use our breath to spread the rib cage even further on the left side. Allow some space to come into that side. And exhaling slowly, coming all the way back to center, releasing the left hand down, right arm reaches up. And exhaling, coming to the left side, opening up the right side of our torso here. Giving space, breathing space into that area. And slowly releasing all the way back down, interlacing the hands now. On your next exhale, slowly push your hands towards the front, round your spine. Inhale, reach the arms up and look up. Exhale, we push the hands towards the front, we round our spine. And inhale, we look up, we find length. Do this 2 more times. Exhale, we push towards the front. And inhale, we lengthen. One last time. And lengthen. Slowly releasing both hands down towards the ground. We're going to transition into all fours position here. Allowing our feet to come closer together, opening the hips wide. We're going to start with our dynamic spine wheel. Slowly exhaling down, releasing the hips down towards the heels, finding length in the spine. And on your next inhale, slowly rounding the spine, coming all the way up. Exhale, pushing back, long back. Deep inhale, we round the spine. And exhale, we push back. Just follow your own rhythm here, follow your own breath. Make the movement as big as you want to go today. Make it as big and as smooth as possible, like a wave. Always coming and going. Rounding up and releasing back down. And the next time that you find your way all the way up, try to stay there. Come into a more parallel position with your knees and slowly start to make little circles here above the wrists. Warming up the wrists here. First in one direction, switching directions. You can also go a little bit bigger if you want to open up the hips a little bit more as well. And slowly finding your way back to stillness. Finding a drishti point, a point where you can focus on. Finding engagement in your core and slowly starting to lift the right leg off the ground, trying to keep it parallel to the floor. Now you can stay here or option to slowly lift the left arm. Find your balance. On your exhale, slowly taking knee and elbow close towards the center. On the inhale, finding expansion and length. Exhale, rounding the spine. And inhale, finding length. Exhale, engaging the core. And inhale, stretching, pulling the hand and the foot in opposite directions. One more time. Finding length. Slowly releasing the right foot all the way down to the ground, taking the left arm up towards the sky, opening up. And with your exhale, slowly releasing that left shoulder down towards the ground. Coming into a slight twist in your spine here, opening up. Slow breath. And slowly coming all the way back to center. Releasing the right leg down and coming towards the other side straight away, pushing the left foot towards the back. An option to rise the right arm. Once you found your balance, once you found your drishti point, your focus point, exhaling, coming into the center. And inhale, finding length. Exhale, we round the spine. Inhale, we expand. Exhale, coming to the center. And inhale, expansion. Really feeling your body working here, feeling your left hand pushing strong into the ground, keeping the balance. Last time, trying to stay here for one more deep breath. Feel the core engaged. And slowly releasing the left foot down, taking the right arm up towards the sky, opening up here. And exhale, releasing the right shoulder all the way down. Trying to stack the shoulders on top of each other here. Feeling the space that's created in between the shoulder blades. And trying to breathe into that space. One last breath. Slowly coming all the way back to center. Tucking the toes and slowly coming into our first downward facing dog. Taking the hands strong into the ground. Opening up the shoulders and allowing the feet to slowly walk themselves out. Moving the hips a little bit. And try to really push your hands strong into the ground. Try to create space between the shoulders and your ears. find length in that spine. Your knees can still be bent. And slowly finding stillness here, finding your aligned feet hip-width apart, allowing the shoulder to sink down, to open up. And slowly from here, walking all the way towards the top of the mat, releasing down into our forward fold. Once again, the knees can be bent here. Really try to fold from the hips. And with your next inhale, rounding the spine, coming all the way up to standing, reaching the arms up and over the head. And exhale, coming into Samasthiti, taking the hands in front of the heart in prayer position, closing the eyes. Just taking a few deep breaths here, feeling the feet in the ground, feeling the toes in the ground like little roots, anchoring you, giving you strength and stability. And tuning in, see if you can feel your heartbeat. Tune in with your body, see how your body feels right now. If you can already feel a little bit more energy. And get ready for a sun salutation variation flow that we're doing today. On your next inhale, slowly reaching your arms up towards the sky, and exhale, releasing down, forward fold. Deep inhale, finding length in the spine, hands can be on the shin, and exhale, slowly stepping back, plank position, knees can come down, take your arms closer towards your torso and slowly lower yourself all the way down onto the belly. Inhale, slowly rolling the shoulders open, coming into your baby cobra. You can also lift your hands off the ground here. Feel the engagement in your back. And exhale, slowly come back. Push yourself up, downward facing dog. Finding space here, pushing your hands strong into the ground. Right leg reaches up towards the sky, stepping in between the hands. Coming into our warrior one, back foot is aligned with 45 degrees. Pulling the right hip towards the back, reaching the arms up. Exhale, slowly releasing back down, stepping back, downward facing dog. Rounding the spine, plank position. Option to leave the knees off the ground if you want to challenge yourself. Lowering yourself all the way down. Coming into our baby cobra again. Opening the heart space here. Slowly coming all the way back up, downward facing dog. Left foot reaches up into the sky, stepping in between the hands, coming up into our warrior one on the other side here, pulling the left hip towards the back, pulling the outer edge of the right foot down onto the ground. Exhale, slowly stepping back, downward facing dog, taking a few deep breaths here. Feeling the hands in the ground here, opening up the shoulders, allowing the chest to sink further down towards the thighs, tailbone reaches up. One last breath here. And slowly stepping all the way towards the top of the mat. Exhale, bowing down. Deep inhale, all the way up to standing. Exhale, Samasthiti. Similar flow, once again, deep inhale, opening up, and exhale, bowing down. Keeping the energy flowing, lengthening the spine, inhale here. Exhale, stepping back, plank position, knees can be high or low, lowering down, coming into your baby cobra, or maybe even upward facing dog by lifting the thighs off the ground, pulling the shoulders towards the back, lifting the chin, and exhale, pushing back. Downward facing dog. Right leg comes up. We step in between the hands, deep inhale. Rising up, warrior one, back foot 45 degrees. Hips are aligned. Pulling the right hip towards the back here. Slow breath. From here, we're going to open up our chest, opening up our arms into cactus arms. Arms are strong here. Deep inhale, lengthening arms and legs, and slowly reaching towards the front here, finding length. Pulling the right hip towards the back, pyramid stance. Feeling the core engaged. And exhaling, releasing down towards that leg, maybe towards your shin, towards the ankle. Hands can also be down on the ground, find your level. Take one deep breath here. Slow breath. Slowly finding length again, lifting the back foot off the ground, and then slowly coming down with the back knee. And coming here into your half split. Also option to come up, further up straight if you can't reach your hands towards the feet. Find your own level once again. Next inhale, slowly coming towards the front, allowing the hip to sink down, coming into our low crescent lunge. Reaching up. And exhale, pushing back. Gonna do this more dynamic. Deep inhale, we come up. And exhale, we push back. Now option to leave the hands off the ground here, reaching the arms up. And exhale, taking the arms towards the back. A little bit more of a balance pose here. And exhale, pushing the hips back. Next time we're in the front, we're gonna stay here. Take a deep breath here. And option to slowly reach the right hand down towards the ground. Come into a nice side stretch here, breathing into the left side of the rib cage. Slowly coming all the way back to center. Taking the left hand down towards the ground, lifting the back knee off the mat, reaching up, easy twist. One deep breath here. And exhale, slowly lifting the back foot, coming towards the outer edge, transitioning into your side plank here, engaging the core, the side core, pulling the hip towards the top of the ceiling. Exhale, coming all the way back to center. Option, knees come down or up, chaturanga, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Good job. Exhale. We push back down, downward facing dog. We're going to take 2 deep breaths here. Tune in with the body, feel the body. If it ever gets too exhausting, always feel free to come into child's pose, to take a variation. Deep inhale, left foot reaches up. Stepping in between the hands, warrior one. Try to really sink down here, pull the left hip towards the back. Keep your knee above the ankle. Be strong. Be powerful. Be your inner warrior. Exhale, we open up our arms, cactus arms, freeing up the space in our hearts, welcoming the beautiful energy from above to fuel our day. And exhale, slowly releasing the arms, taking both the front leg into a long position and slowly reaching the arms towards the front here, pyramid pose. Slow breath here. Deep breath. Slowly releasing all the way down towards the shin, the thigh, the ankle, or all the way down towards the ground, pulling the left hip towards the back. Taking a few deep breaths here, feeling the length in your spine, still feeling the length in the back of your hamstring. And slowly lifting the back foot off here and lowering gently down onto the ground with that back knee. Coming into our half split here. Once again, option to take the hands towards the hips. Try to keep the hips aligned with the short edge of the mat. And allow yourself to go deeper. Front foot is flexed. Next inhale, slowly transitioning towards the front. Low crescent lunge, allowing the hips to come down here. And we make it dynamic again. Exhale, we come back. Inhale, we open up. And exhale, we push back. Inhale, we come all the way up. And exhale, you might have seen it already, option to lift the arms off the ground. Deep inhale, opening up. And exhale, pushing back. Next time you're in the front, try to stay there. Option to stay here. Or if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, reaching the left arm down towards the ground, opening up the right side of the ribcage. Slow breath here. Breathing into that space. Coming all the way back to center, reaching the right hand down towards the ground, lifting the back knee off the mat. Easy twist. Aligning the shoulders on top of each other. And then slowly flipping towards the outer edge of the right foot, allowing yourself to step back, plank pose, side plank. Really lifting the hips up here, feeling the side core working, feeling the fire that we're starting within our body to warm up ourselves. And slowly coming all the way back to center, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Taking 3 breaths here, elongating the spine, reaching the tailbone up. Slow breath. Coming all the way to a standing position. Releasing down, forward fold. And inhale, coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands down, prayer position, closing your eyes here for a second. Really tuning in with yourself, with your heartbeat, with your feet in the ground, feeling the connection to Mother Earth beneath your feet, feeling the length of your spine here, and just imagining that energy flow that's starting all the way from the bottom of your feet, starts to come all the way up to the bottom of your spine and starts to twirl around the spine, coming all the way up towards the head and even above the head. On your next inhale, reaching both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, bowing down, forward fold. Deep inhale, lengthen the spine. Option to hop back or step back, plank position, chaturanga. Deep inhale, open up, and exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Right leg reaches up towards the sky. You step in between the hands, come up, warrior 1. Exhale, we open up, cactus arms, coming all the way back up, lengthening the front leg, pyramid stance. Once again, pulling the hip towards the back. Slow breath here, and releasing down, forward fold. Trying to give yourself a few breaths here. Slow breath. Now option to stay here, option to also grab a block and put it on the outside of your right foot, or option to take the left hand on the outer edge and slowly coming into your twisted triangle pose. Reaching the right arm up, trying to create length here, keeping the spine long. Slow breath. Slowly coming all the way back to center, lifting the back heel off the ground, lowering down into your half split again, flexing the front foot, bowing down here. Deep inhale, coming up, crescent lunge. We're going to transition from here straight into our easy twist. Left hand reaches down, right arm reaches up, back knee lifts off the ground. And we step back into our plank position here, lifting the hips up, engaging the core. Slowly releasing that right foot next to you on the outer edge and releasing the hips down here. Our left hand stays aligned, looking towards the front of the mat. On your next exhale, slowly lifting the hips up, lifting the right heel off the ground, creating space, coming into your wild thing. One last breath here. And slowly coming all the way back to center. Pushing back, downward facing dog. Deep breath here. Taking that right leg up towards the sky one more time, bending the right knee, taking it close towards the core. And then taking the right ankle, putting it on top of the left thigh, pushing the hips back, opening the hips here. Taking a deep breath, flexing the foot. Slow breath, all the way back to center, lifting that knee off the ground one last time, reaching up, slow breath, and slowly releasing it all the way back down. Coming into the center, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, pushing back, downward facing dog. Left foot reaches up, you know what's coming, the other side. Slowly stepping in between the hands, coming all the way up. And transitioning, open arms, cactus arms. Deep inhale, lengthening, finding length here. Pyramid stance. And exhale, releasing down, forward fold. Option to stay here, keeping the left hip pulling towards the back. Option to take your hand onto a block on the outside of your left foot or all the way down towards the ground, reaching the left arm up. Twisted triangle pose here, trying to keep both feet strong in the ground. Slow breath. Slowly coming all the way back to center, lifting the back heel off the ground. Knee comes down, half split. Deep inhale, coming all the way up, crescent lunge. And then gently releasing the right hand down, left arm reaches up, coming into our easy twist here, looking up towards the sky. Flipping towards the outer edge of the right foot, transitioning. Side plank. One breath here. And allowing that left foot to step behind you, coming all the way down. Left arm reaches towards the front towards the foot, and right hand reaches towards the front of the mat. Next exhale, pushing up here, lifting that heel off the ground, finding length, opening the heart space, and exhale all the way back to center. Left leg reaches up, taking that knee towards the chest, and slowly coming into our figure 4 position here, flexing that left foot. Slow breath here, deep breath. Coming all the way back into our downward facing dog, taking one last deep breath here. Slow breath. And slowly releasing our knees down, toes together. Coming down into our child's pose here, allowing the forehead to release down onto the ground. Giving length, finding length for the lower body. If you want to, you can also take your arms behind you and gently massage your lower body by tapping it. Slowly finding length here again. Rounding the spine, coming all the way onto your knees. Taking the arms up, reaching up. Take the hands behind your back, opening up a little bit more. Freeing up the chest. Allowing all the good to come in. Exhale, coming all the way back down. Taking your feet in front of you. And from here, slowly lowering yourself down onto the ground. Feet reach up towards the sky. Really trying to lengthen the legs here, engaging the muscles. And from here, slowly lowering the left leg down, bending that right knee, taking the outside of that right knee with the left arm, and coming into a gentle twist here, looking over the right side. Keeping both shoulders grounded, breathing into the belly space. Allowing the inner organs to be squeezed, detoxifying ourselves, letting go of anything that we no longer need. Slowly coming all the way back to center, lengthening that right foot, maybe even pulling it a little bit closer towards you, and slowly releasing it all the way back down. Left leg reaches up, bending that knee, coming into that twist on the other side here. Keeping both shoulders grounded, maybe even looking over the left side. And once again, breathing into that belly space. Imagining our organs to twist around the spine. Coming all the way back to stand-up. Elongating the leg and maybe pulling it a little bit closer towards you. Exhale, releasing the legs down, taking both feet closer towards the hips. Slowly lifting the hips off the ground here, coming into our bridge pose, giving length to our neck. Pulling the hips up, engaging the thighs, not letting them fall towards the outside nor the inside. And exhale, coming all the way back down. Hugging the knees closer towards the chest. Option to stay here, option to open up the feet, coming into your happy baby pose, reaching the ankles or the feet. Opening up the hips a little bit more. Slow breath here. Allowing the knees to sink further down with every exhale that you take, and maybe even rocking from side to side. And once you're ready from here, slowly releasing all the way down into our final pose, into our Savasana. Allowing the breath to calm down even more, allowing the body to relax. Feet can fall towards the outside, palms facing up towards the sky. Allow the body to become heavy, to sink down. And just imagining this white light at the center of your chest, of your heart space. Moving with every breath that you take, becoming bigger with every breath that you take. Widening, spreading through the body into every single cell of the body. Cleansing the body and fueling the body with energy, nourishing it. We activated the fire today within ourselves. We activated dynamic movement, heart opening, detoxification, allowing the body to reawaken itself after a night of rest, to cleanse itself from everything that it no longer needs for the fresh day, to energize itself. And to stay with that feeling a little bit longer here. With every breath, allow the light to become smaller again, spreading, taking the light back towards the heart center, encapsulating this energy that we've created in the class keeping it close to your heart. And slowly come back towards the present moment. You can start to wriggle your toes and your hands, your fingers. You can make circles with wrists and ankles if you like. Just listen to yourself right now. Maybe your body needs another hug or you need a long stretch. And then in your own time, come all the way back up to a seated position. Feeling the seating bones in the ground, just like in the very beginning of the class. Closing your eyes here with one more breath. Just tuning in how your body is feeling right now. Do you feel a difference from the beginning of the class to now? How does your body feel? How do you feel? Taking one last deep breath together, reaching the arms up towards the sky. Taking that energy from above, taking it close towards ourselves, down towards the heart. And then slowly bowing down here, if you like. Being grateful towards yourself, saying thank you that you took the time this morning to connect with yourself, to work with your body, to work with your soul, to prepare yourself for a next day, for a beautiful start into the day. And with that I say Namaste, which means the light within me acknowledges the light within you and with all other beings on this earth that we share this planet with. And thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope to see you again soon in another class. Enjoy your day.